Olunaku olwakuna Mukama tumwebaliza ddala nti atusobozezza okuba nga tutambuza wiiki nga naye tugenda gimalako. Ekitiibwa kyo kya Mukama kubanga yagaba obulamu ate nga yatukuuma. Mugyebaleko gye mutusizaako engalo okuva ku makya mpaka essaawa zino. Joy Television agoocha nze Vicky Blessing ogakusomera. Kankuwa emitwe emikulu nkomewo nkuwe mu bujjuvu tuvaako. Ebifo ebitukuvu eby'obutonde birina okukuumibwa. Gavumenti eweereza disitulikiti obukadde 100 buli mwaka. Minisita Musaasizi awolereza enkola ya tax waivers. Human Rights Commission ebuziddwa ku bukadde 7,40.
Music Studio.
Kulisaayo mu mawulire mu bufunze era gwe yakatwegattako tukyali mu mawulire agoocha ate nga gakatandika butandisi. Remote yo giteeke ebbali nga wetugenda mu maaso. Abakugu bagamba nti ebifo ebitukuvu eby'obutonde biyamba nnyo okukuuma ebika by'ebiramu ebigenda okubula. Disitulikiti nazo zitandise okuteekawo amaanyi amateeka okubikuuma katubirabe. Eyo nga tuvuddeyo ate yo gavumenti egenda kuwa buli disitulikiti obukadde 10 buli mwaka ate ministries 21 buli emu efune obukadde 2 okutumbula enteekateeka n'okulondoola emirimu gya gavumenti.
The announcement was made during the Uganda National Planners Union annual general meeting, which brought together planners and officials from the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Local Government, Ministry of Public Service, Uganda Bureau of Statistics, and the National Planning Authority in a move aimed at strengthening the implementation of national development programs.
I'm a transformation manager.
Under the arrangement, every district, city, and municipality will receive 100 million shillings, while each of the 21 ministries will receive 200 million.
We are very key and pivotal in the planning and the progress of our country. So with this, I know that we are going to be more and we are going to work better.
The Uganda National Planners Union says the funding amount is about 16 billion and will be released in 4 quarterly installments. Mugulusi says the funding follows engagements between the union and the government, including a meeting with the Ministry of Finance at Munyonyo in July last year. He says planners must now take a more active role in translating national priorities into tangible development at community level.
When government gives us a commitment, it is now upon us as planners in Uganda to use this fund very efficiently and to cause the results than producing.
That's why you are assessed. You compete with others if it's an external advert, and they get to say, yes, you can be a senior.
For local governments, planners say the new funding will address some of the challenges affecting grassroots planning, particularly limited access to communities and inadequate data. However, for Faustin Baguma, the Chikube district senior planner says districts such as Chikube continues to face pressure from the rapid growth of urban centers and town councils. He adds that the district needs more resources for roads, garbage collection and other infrastructure in emerging urban areas and growth centers.
Unfortunately, the funding from the central government is still low, as you might be aware that more than 95% of our budgets come from the center. And when we look at, for example, the urban grants, specifically for Chikuve, it is quite minimal, and we are
Ate ye Minisita w'ebyensimbi Henry Musasizi awolereza enkola abantu n'amakampuni gye bafunamu okusonyiyibwa emisolo. Katubira.
Prayers.
But it goes with the proverbial verse in the Bible, where those who have that's the feeling of the people. That's the general feeling of the people. So, Honourable Minister, I request that you look into that issue deeply of trust of people believing that there is a fair process which can be accessed by anyone, small or big, and they can have a chance. Not only the big connected people who have access to URA, to the minister, to the president, as can benefit.
This is not far different from the perception in the public sphere that most businesses and individuals accessing the tax waivers compromise the system.
There is inadequate monitoring. Even the ministry itself admitted that 1.3 trillion in waivers could not be accounted for in 2024-2025.
I want to assure the House that there are very many unqualifying companies which want to move along this section of the law, which have failed to pass the test.
Tax waivers come during the implementation of the tax administration processes, where some taxpayers face challenges that inhibit them from paying their respective tax liability. This is according to the Minister for Finance, Planning and Economic Development, Henry Musasizi, who has defended the process, updating Parliament on the role of URA in ascertaining the eligibility of the applicants.
At every stage, this criteria I have defined should be checked. That is the importance of internal control mechanisms. And where you find a loophole, you flag it. You say, no, here, this one should not qualify because of the following reasons. And
some MPs think that some entities are smarter than the gatekeepers, leading to the abuse of the procedure.
There are people who are asking for tax waivers, but when the taxes they want to be waived on are actually not their taxes. It is money which was collected from third parties, and this money should go to government. For example, withholding tax. If I perform a service, you pay me less by 6%. That money should go to my account in URA. So such that in future when I do my tax declaration and there's a liability, they deduct from that money. But if you don't remit, it means me I'll claim the money which is not yet there.
The investigation considers hardships, impossibility of recovery, undue difficulty and the excessive cost of recovery of the liabilities. We should satisfy all the relevant authorities, including URA, Ministry of Finance and Parliament, if the applicants, whether individual or company, are to receive the tax.
Eyo nga tuvuddeyo ateko akakiiko k'eddembe ly'omuntu kakyali okunnyonnyola engeri obukadde 7,40 gye bwakozesebwa okugula ebintu bya ofiisi awatali olukusa olutuufu. Katudde.
Human Rights Commission, led by their chairperson, Mariam Wangadia, have appeared before the Parliamentary Committee on Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises to respond to audit queries for the financial year ended 30th June 2025.
Director of Finance and Head of Procurement to respond to that.
The committee chaired by Mwadan Kunyinji discovered how the Commission diverted money into procurement.
The accounting officer at the time deemed it necessary not to partition the building we were renting at Rumi and decided to use money for partitioning to buy furniture.
The Auditor General noted how Human Rights Commission used 70.4 million shillings in 2 procurement of furniture. When asked to defend the query, the Commission had no clear responses.
Did you verify the receipt of the furniture?
Thank you, Chair. The furniture was bought.
And you verified, okay?
They were, for us, we don't verify, but we look at the documents.
No. The document is a different thing, and the physical is a different thing. Did you see the furniture?
The furniture, I saw the furniture, Chair.
Are you saying you only saw documents, you didn't do physical inspection?
The report also indicates how this procurement lacked relevant approvals from authorities. The Commission, however, pinned its recent secretary to the Commission, Margaret Ejang, saying she authorized the procurement. The committee has now summoned Margaret Ejang to come and provide full documentations to the procurement.
We can't just receive callers' answers that furniture was procured, it was so beautiful, you can even come and look at it. We are interrogating an anomaly. Money was spent without approval and authorization, and require that the former accounting officer appear here physically to explain and substantiate for us this anomaly.
The committee also interested itself in finding out on the engagements concerning the wrangles in the Commission.
Us as commissioners, we are in the process of speaking every day because we are always together.
Yes.
Yes, and as to the mediator, we await for him to give us time. We shall, if you are allowed us to conclude, and then we can.
The committee is to meet the Commission Monday next week to give a conclusive report on the audit findings.
Ateye omuwandiisi ow'enkalakalira mu bwa Pulezidenti Haji Yunus Kakande asabye ba RDC mu Busoga okwongera okulondoola enteekateeka za gavumenti n'okukola n'obumalirivu.
In a bid to achieve the President's mission for Chisanja no sleep, the resident district commissioners in Busoga sub-region have been urged to effectively carry out supervision of government's program in their respective areas of operation.
Is to strengthen your capacity to execute your mandates effectively, particularly in relation to government programs implementation, such as delivery, socio-economic transformation, accountability, coordination, and maintenance of peace and security. As you are aware, the role of our RDCs and DSOs are complementary but distinct. The RDCs focuses primarily on government representation, coordination, monitoring, and oversight of service delivery, while the DSO contributes through security intelligence, assessment, and early warning.
The Permanent Secretary, Haj Kakande, warned the RDCs and their deputies over neglect of duties which he says continue to affect service delivery for government programs. He also cautioned the RDCs and their deputies on personal conduct.
Absenteeism, neglect of duty, failure to attend to official assignment must not become a culture of your offices. You expect to remain available and active engaged in government work.
His sentiments on service delivery are echoed by Assistant Commissioner, Finance and Planning, Office of the President, Sadat Kisoi. On the implementation of PDM in Busoga, a stern caution was communicated by the Senior Presidential Advisor on Poverty Alleviation, Busoga Sub-Region, Florence Motiavuli.
You are supposed to go on the ground, you are supposed to write reports, but above all, look at the issue of where people are not given the money they are supposed to give. Each person is supposed to get 1 million, but they end up getting either 700, 800, or even 500. RDCs, I'm appealing to you, please fight this bad practice.
Residents, district commissioners welcomed the retreat, saying it has been timely and now ready to act according to what they have been advised to do.
Eyo nga tuvuddeyo ateye President Museveni agambye nti gavumenti okuzzaawo ebika n'ebitongole eby'ennono kyali kigendererwamu okutumbula obuwangwa, ennono n'amalala g'abantu. Katubirabe.
President Museveni in his message says that the NRM government restored culture and traditional institutions in the country to preserve culture and heritage for the current and future generations. The President congratulated the people of Bunyala upon this milestone and supporting the institution of the Banyala. In his message delivered in local language Lunyala, the Isabanyala retired Major Beka Chimeze Mpaji Byarufu II thanked President Yoweri Museveni for the support he accords to cultural institutions and promised to spearhead wealth creation operations in Bunyala. The Kenyan High Commissioner to Uganda, Ambassador Ababu Namwamba, who also graced the coronation anniversary, congratulated Isabanyala upon this achievement and emphasized the importance of culture. The chairperson of Uganda Kings and Cultural Leaders Forum, His Majesty Issa Baruli Constantine Mwogezi Butamanya, the cultural leader of the Buruli Chiefdom, appealed to the President to gazette the remaining cultural institutions in Uganda. This year's coronation anniversary was marked under the theme, My Culture, My Identity, a Collective Responsibility, as characterized by traditional dances and entertainment.
Amawulire agoocha tulabisenga abagamaliriza era nga nkwebaliza ddala gwe abaddeko mu kitundu ekyo kisinziridde okubanga ondaba weebale nnyo weebalire ddala naye akaterekeka obadde okimanyi nti Mukama takeera ate takeerewa. Simanyi ky'obadde osaba oba omaze ebbanga ki ng'okisaba. Bayibuli etugamba tusabe nga obutakoowa ate Mukama takeera takeerewa. Essaawa yonna ajja kubanga addamu ekyo kyennyini ky'obadde osabira kubanga yalina akaseera akatuufu ate yalina enteekateeka entuufu eri obulamu bwaffe. Yadde tulina ebingi bye tuyayanira ku mitima gyaffe ne mu bulamu bwaffe okutuukako, naye Mukama alina akaseera akatuufu, takeera ate nga takeerewa. Mbaagala nnyo, nze Vicky Blessing atoleire tusinkane olunaku olw'enkya mu mawulire agookya ku ssaawa emu. Musole bulungi.